What if Ford just built the most brutal off-road machine in its history? Welcome back to Cars Review, and today we are diving into the all-new 2027 Ford F-200 Raptor, a truck that is being called Ford's most powerful off-road beast yet. This is not just another pickup update. This is Ford pushing the Raptor name into territory we have never seen before. The F-200 Raptor is rumored to sit on a massively reinforced frame, built specifically to handle extreme desert running, high-speed dune jumps, and brutal rock crawling without breaking a sweat. Under the hood, reports suggest a twin-turbocharged, high-output engine paired with a hybrid boost system, delivering a combined output that could push well past 800 horsepower. That is a staggering number for a production pickup, and if true, it would place the F-200 Raptor far ahead of anything Ram or Chevrolet currently offers in the high-performance truck segment. Suspension is where this truck is expected to truly separate itself. Ford is said to be equipping the F-200 Raptor with next-generation live valve dampers, offering nearly a foot of wheel travel on each corner. Combine that with a widened stance and reinforced skid plating, and you get a truck that is designed from the ground up to survive terrain that would destroy a normal pickup. The exterior design leans heavily into aggression. Expect a raised hood line, wider fender flares to cover oversized off-road tires, and a redesigned front fascia with functional intakes for cooling under extreme conditions. Ford is reportedly giving this truck a completely new lighting signature as well, making it instantly recognizable on the road or in the dirt. Inside the cabin, early speculation points to a fully digital cockpit with off-road specific driving data, real-time suspension monitoring, and a terrain management system that can automatically adjust the truck's setup based on what is happening under the tires in real time. Ford has not officially confirmed pricing, but industry chatter suggests this could land as one of the most expensive Raptor trims ever released, positioning it as a flagship halo truck for the entire Ford lineup. So the big question is simple. Is Ford building this to beat Ram's TRX successor? Or is this simply Ford proving they can build the most extreme off-road pickup in the world, no matter the competition? Let's talk numbers, because this is where the 2027 Ford F-200 Raptor is expected to truly separate itself from everything else on the market. If the rumored twin-turbo hybrid setup holds true, we are looking at a truck capable of a sub-5-second 0 to 60 time. For a full-size pickup weighing well over 6,000 pounds, that is an absolutely staggering figure. Torque numbers are expected to be just as impressive, with estimates suggesting somewhere in the range of 900 to 1,000 pound-feet thanks to the hybrid assist. That kind of torque delivery would make low-speed rock crawling and high-speed desert running feel almost effortless, giving the driver instant power whenever it is needed. Towing capacity is rumored to land close to 12,000 pounds, while payload could reach somewhere around 1,800 pounds. These numbers would put the F-200 Raptor firmly in work truck territory. Despite its clear focus on high-performance off-roading, Ford seems to be aiming for a truck that can dominate the desert on Saturday and still handle real towing duties during the week. Now let's talk about the competition. The most obvious rival here is the Ram TRX successor, which has already set a high bar in the high-performance truck segment. Early comparisons suggest the F-200 Raptor could edge it out in outright horsepower, but Ram may still hold an advantage in outright suspension travel depending on final specs. Then there is the Chevrolet side of things. While Chevy has leaned more toward the ZR2 style approach, rather than an all-out horsepower war, the F-200 Raptor's rumored power figures would put it in a completely different performance class altogether. Fuel efficiency, as expected, is not the focus here. Estimates suggest city and highway numbers will be modest at best, which lines up with what buyers in this segment typically expect. This is a truck built for capability and performance first, efficiency second. Ford is also expected to offer multiple drive modes specifically tuned for different terrain types, including dedicated desert running settings that adjust suspension stiffness, throttle response, and traction control in real time based on speed and terrain feedback. One more interesting rumor floating around is the possible inclusion of a launch control system, specifically calibrated for off-road starts, something that would be a first for this segment if it makes it to production. So when you put it all together, horsepower, torque, towing, and terrain technology, this truck is shaping up to be one of the most capable performance pickups Ford has ever attempted to build. Now let's talk timeline, because that is probably the question on everyone's mind. Industry sources are pointing toward a possible reveal window sometime in late 2026, with production potentially beginning in early 2027. Ford has historically used its performance truck launches to generate major buzz, so expect a big rollout with heavy marketing focus once official details are confirmed. As for pricing, this is where things get interesting. Given the rumored power figures, hybrid technology, and advanced suspension system, industry chatter suggests the F-200 Raptor could start well above $100,000 once fully loaded. That would make it one of the most expensive Raptor trims Ford has ever offered, positioning it as a true flagship halo truck rather than a mainstream option. This pricing strategy would also make sense from a competitive standpoint. If Ram's TRX successor pushes into similar territory, Ford would need to match or exceed that pricing to maintain its premium positioning in the segment. Buyers looking at this tier are not shopping on price alone. They are looking for bragging rights, raw capability, and the most extreme version of what a full-size pickup can be. Now let's talk about what this truck could mean for the segment as a whole. If Ford delivers anywhere close to the rumored horsepower and torque figures, the F-200 Raptor could reset expectations for what a performance truck is supposed to be. It would not just compete with Ram and Chevrolet. It could push both companies to respond with their own next-generation performance trims just to keep up. There is also the bigger picture to consider. Ford integrating hybrid technology into its most extreme off-road truck signals, a shift in how performance and efficiency might coexist going forward, even in the most hardcore corners of the truck market. This could be a preview of how future high-performance pickups are built across the entire industry. Of course, until Ford makes an official announcement, everything we have covered remains speculation, based on current industry rumors and early reports. But if even half of these rumored specs turn out to be accurate, the 2027 Ford F-200 Raptor could easily become the new benchmark for off-road performance trucks. So here is the real question. Would you be willing to pay a premium price for a truck like this, or do you think Ford is pushing too far into territory that most buyers will never actually use? That wraps up our full breakdown of the 2027 Ford F-200 Raptor. Make sure you are subscribed to Cars Review so you do not miss any future updates as more information comes out. Drop your thoughts in the comments and we will see you in the next one.